The Detroit Lions are on a quest to win their first Super Bowl ever. And that's going to take all of us. It's going to take all 53 on the active roster and the 16 from the practice squad. And in doing so, you're going to have to keep that competitive edge against your opponent. I saw something earlier today, and I have just now got around to talk about it. And that is, everybody has seen this now. Dan Campbell's press conference this morning, at the very last question, he was asked about something from a reporter. I'm not going to say this guy's name because we kind of do the same thing. He's credentialed, though, and I don't want to attack the dude. I'll just give you my thoughts after it's done. But here's something Jahmyr Gibbs posts on Instagram, and like all of the young people do nowadays, and us old folks as well, we post on Instagram, and apparently Jahmyr Gibbs posted a picture of Jermar Jefferson dancing in the room, the running back room, it had to be, and there's some play calls on the whiteboard. But before we get into that, let's listen to Dan Campbell. Didn't know. He didn't know this was happening. He didn't know this was a thing. And this particular reporter actually narked on him. I found out today from a different person that I follow, was like, Jahmyr Gibbs narked on. Yeah, he stayed just, what was that, like, you dirty rat? What was that, like, old Western? It was like, you dirty rat. I mean, narcs, bro. Nobody likes a narc. Nobody likes a narc, bro. But here's Dan Campbell learning about the whiteboard with Jahmyr Gibbs filming it for everyone to see. Wait, I might want to unmute that so you guys can hear it too. Sorry about that. Now, here's what Dan Campbell had to say about the whiteboard for everyone to see.
Gibbs, he had a social media post where, there was a bunch of plays or partial calls on the whiteboard behind him. Is that something where you need to just remind a player to, be smart about what they're posting on social media? Is there anything,
Who's that?
I believe Gibbs posted a photo of Jefferson with a bunch of, lingo on the whiteboard in the running back room behind him.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did not know that. Okay. Yeah, I need to check on that then. Did not know that. Yeah, I'd rather our stuff not be out there. Thanks.
Dan Campbell was mad. He was upset. And I get it, bruh. I mean, in a way, I get it. You don't want the people to know what your plays are, your pass protection. And yes, the fellas got it. They got to be smarter. They have to be smarter when it comes to this type of thing, because this is a thing that you just got to be smarter through and through. You got to be smart with what you do, right? And we talk about Jameson Williams. We talk about when he does something wrong, and this was a mishap. But here's my thing, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus like this guy did. He was like, here you go, right under the bus. You know what? He drove over this dude with every tire on the bus. I mean, here's what I'm saying. You could have pulled Dan Campbell off to the side in private, and you could have said, yo, I saw this, Jahmyr Gibbs put on his Instagram, yada, yada. I would have preferred that to be done in private. Should have been done in private. The press conference is, that's what you wanted to ask. You could have said something. Matter of fact, you didn't even have to address it, really. You could have just said, hey, Campbell, I don't know if you knew this, but I saw it. You could have snitched on him in private if he was going, but you put the dude on blast in front of something that not only is going to go on social media. It's almost like he wanted some cred from Dan Campbell. Maybe he wanted some brownie points or something, because maybe he was just, I don't know. I mean, I don't really appreciate tattletales. You know what I'm saying? I don't really there's a way that you do things and there's a way that you don't. And, but what was he? So I want you to put your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this? Now, here's what he was referring to. And like I said, I know who this person is, but I'm not going to say his name. I actually thought it was someone else until today. Here is, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but this says drop back protection. That's what this says right here in red. And these are some plays over here. Let me see if I can see something. You see RT, LT, I'm assuming this is the call. This is like what the offense would call, Jared Goff would call, and then these are some things as well. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody wanted to try to get an unfair advantage, they would dissect this and figure some things out. You know, like some straight up TV, Deflategate type stuff. Now, is this something that we want out there? Absolutely not. We don't want our scheme and protections and play calling to be out in the public like that. And Jahmyr Gibbs, man, got to be smart. He got to be smarter than that. The whole room. But here's what I'm thinking. It's Jermar Jefferson. Every running back, let's assume, for the sake of this video, that every running back was there. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jermar Jefferson, Craig Reynolds, Vaki. Nobody was like, yo, let's just turn over to the side. It's okay to do that. Turn over to the side. So and David Montgomery is the oldest of them all. Now let's assume, for the sake of this video, that those two are the only ones in there. You got to turn away, right? This almost made me think it was a ploy or a plot. Maybe they put it out there, but based on Dan Campbell's reaction, it wasn't. He was upset. But I don't want to be behind the eight ball when it comes to our competitive advantage. That's what makes us who we are. And does Jahmyr Gibbs, whoever was in that room, they got to be smarter. But I don't appreciate the rat, though. I don't appreciate the snitch, bro. Especially a public snitch. You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna snitch, bro, you might as well have been what they call a confidential informant, a CI. Snitch in private, bro. The brother snitched in public. It was almost like, hi, I want everybody to hear that I'm snitching on Jahmyr Gibbs and Dan put me in your good graces. You see at the end, he was like, thanks. He was upset. You know, if you maybe he wanted the Detroit Lions to win so bad. I get it, bro. But don't tell the world you're snitching. If you're going to snitch, do it in the privacy of Dan Campbell. You go, here you go. Coach, I got something to tell you. I saw Jahmyr Gibbs. He posted in front of Jermar Jefferson. And here's the play calling and all that. You might want to, is that something that you want to just, the brother like, yeah, is that something you just want to, you want to tell them to be more careful and blah, blah, blah. Really, bro? I don't know, bro. I'm all about honesty and integrity and transparency, but snitching, bro, like that, bro, go off. Because, see, if I'm Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm going to be like, yo, what's good? You want a quote? There you go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one of these. Yeah, I see young punk. Silence. Don't talk to me for a week, young punk. Jiu-jitsu class. I'm not, no quotes. If he stick the phone in my face like this, he put the I'm gonna be like, I'm not talking until he's out of here, at least for a week. You snitched on me, bro. Young punk. That's nasty to me. Do it in private, bro. I mean, I understand it though. We trying to win, and then they blowing up the coverage, and they just in the backfield, and we trying to figure out what's going on. But it wasn't even that many plays though. I don't know. It just, to me, wasn't worth a public snitch. Now you a snitch in public, bro. You ain't a CI. You ain't no confidential informant. And I'm going to look at you. I'm going to look what you want, bro. You want to, I ain't giving you nothing. Young punk. Let me know what you think in the comments below, man. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Take care of yourself and each other. Do the right thing, man. But listen, if you gonna be a snitch, be a private snitch, bro. Be a confidential informant. Don't be a public snitch. Nobody likes a public snitch. Nobody likes it. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.